Hey, guys. It is Friday, finally Friday. How are you? Hold on just a second. I have to send Miss JB and the other gals a link. Hold on just a second. Let me do that real quick before I forget. Are you guys having a good Friday morning? Well, no, it's not morning now. It's afternoon for me. I know Billy there. Hey, Billy. It is morning for Billy. There we go. Hey, Henny. Hey. Oh, Billy got snow and it's still snowing. Wow. That's kind of cool, I guess, if you want the snow. If you want the snow. So today is going to be a little bit of a wonky day, but we're going to get into it. And then when we get a little bit more people, we'll talk about some of the wonky donkey things. But while we're waiting on the room to load a little bit, we will just kind of hang out and chit chat for a little bit. Oh, today is Henny's birthday. Happy birthday, Henny. Oh my goodness, happy birthday. Yay. That's exciting. Oh, JB's here. I'll pull her up and we can wish you a happy birthday together. Oh, and I have Morgana too. Look at this. Hold on, you guys. Hey, y'all.
Hey.
Did you see it's Henny's birthday?
Oh, happy birthday, Henny.
Happy birthday, Henny.
Happy birthday to you. Do you guys want to sing happy birthday to her?
I don't think she wants to hear me sing.
I might be the same on that, but I'll try.
All right. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday
to you. That so didn't work.
I hate it here.
The button.
Okay. Let's do Here, I'll start and then you guys can follow lead, okay?
All right.
All right.
1, 2, 3. Happy birthday
Birthday
to
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 you.
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 Happy
Happy birthday
birthday to
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 you.
you.
Still pretty bad. It's still pretty bad.
Okay, we might just let Jenny do this one on her own.
Yeah, Jenny.
We're throwing it all off.
Oh, goodness.
Okay, Henny, we'll just pretend that we sang her happy. We'll say we did. Okay,
Okay,
we sang
yeah.
happy
Yeah.
birthday to you. We did it. We did it. We did it.
Yeah.
uh,
Well,
so
at least she got a good laugh on her birthday.
yeah, I hope that you've had a great day today. Have you had like a birthday breakfast, brunch, dinner, cake, ice cream,
All the things.
all those things?
Or hopefully sometime today.
Yeah. Well, where Henny's at is probably, I'm going to guess, about 8 or 9 o'clock at night.
Right. Oh, yeah. Well, then, yeah.
Mhm.
Something like that, maybe. We'll have to see.
Mhm.
Let us know. Let us know, Henny. Let us know.
Yeah, let us know. We're going to get into Delphi again today. And we're going to, I told QB I was a little bit, not QB, JB. I told JB I was a little bit out of whack with documents and such as that today. I've just, yeah, my brain is not fully attached to my body at the moment.
Mhm.
But, so forgive me if today's kind of a lull day. Margaret says, I'm here, not all the way caffeinated yet, but I'm here. Well, we're
Hi,
glad you're here.
Margaret.
Oh, it's 7:15 p.m. Okay, good deal. I wasn't too far off. I'll get it like right on the dot one of these days.
Right.
Mm. Um, we will start with, let me go over here and share. I have it right here. We have this. This is where we ended yesterday,
Mhm.
where Judge Diener recuses himself from the case, the trial.
Mhm.
Right.
And I got a couple of, let me see, let me go find it here. See if I can find it. Hold on, you guys. I got a umpteen tabs open
Same.
at the moment.
What is that noise? Is that something for me or you guys? Or do you know? Do you
What
hear
noise?
it? It goes doo doo.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
That.
I don't hear anything.
That's weird. Now I'm hearing things like QB.
Is it your notifications from
yeah.
Discord?
Discord notifications.
Ah, okay. How do I do that then? Yeah, every time I guess I get one, I'm hearing that. But can you guys
Mhm.
hear it?
I
No.
do because I have my laptop. I have my Discord on laptop too, so I hear it through my headphones.
But is
But
it mine you're hearing or yours?
I believe it's mine, so you're probably hearing yours also.
Okay. As long as you guys aren't hearing, I'm okay. But I was like, what
Mm.
is it? I'm so used to going through Instagram to come on here, and then I start going through Discord, and now I hear it. Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah. I don't hear
All right.
anything on my
Mm-mm.
end. Um,
All right.
but
Cool.
let me see.
I think the first email I sent you, Jenny, would be a doc on that.
Okay. I'm gonna run in there and grab it because I think that's the thing I've got pulled up.
Mm-hmm.
Order of recusal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then let me just share this first.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a very short doc, 1 page. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a teeny tiny doc, but I mean,
Mm-hmm.
these things are good to share.
Yeah.
Just because we're, I mean, this whole series is sort of like me building, or us, not me, God knows, us building a timeline here of the timeline. I had someone comment yesterday on I think it was like day 1 or day 2, and they were like, this is old news. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I know it's old news. And they were trying to explain to me that Richard Allen has already been arrested and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, I know
Yeah.
these things.
Yeah, we get it.
Yeah, but see, the thing is when you go and maybe people didn't realize like the title of the video, it's deep dives. So with deep
Right.
dives, you always want to start at the beginning so that everything else aligns with it.
Right,
You
right.
know what I mean?
Right.
That's how I've always looked at it, and I don't know if anybody else looks at it that way, but
Well, and it specifically says deep dive, and
mm-hmm,
then it says timeline of events.
mm-hmm.
So but anyway, so this is the recusal order of recusal and certification to the Indiana Supreme Court for selection of a special judge outside of Carroll County.
Mm-hmm.
The judge of Carroll Circuit Court has determined that the particular circumstances within the underlying case warrant recusal and dictate that a special judge be appointed in this case. This court hereby recuses itself.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Pursuant to numbers and letters we don't understand. This court has determined that no judicial officer within the county may preside over this case. This court now certifies this matter to the Indiana Supreme Court for appointment of a special judge in compliance with blah, blah, blah. So ordered this 3rd day of November 2022, Benjamin A. Diener.
That's Carroll County Circuit Court too.
Yeah. So, let me see. I'm going to X that out. Let me stop sharing this and go back over here to this. So this dude here is the judge that did that. And now let me go. I have this article too. Let me find it here. Let me share this tab here. So this is an article that JB sent, or QB. Gosh, I'm
It's
getting
one of the
my
B's.
B's mixed up.
One of the bees.
We're just a research team. There we go. We just call us a research team.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me grab something else I need. Hold on just a second. Un momento.
Billy says, I don't want the snow, but I'm not going anywhere, so it's okay. Yeah, that's
Right?
how whenever they say snow, I'm like, I'm staying home.
Oh, look, we're finally coming out of the cold, and they're saying this weekend here we're going to get up into the 70s and low 80s.
Yeah,
So we're
that's what
pulling back out of it.
we're supposed to be that by Sunday, I think. It's still a little chilly here today, but
That's how
luckily
it is.
not.
It is here. It's in the mid 50s here, so it's trying
Hmm.
to warm back up, and the sun's out. So
Well, that's a good thing. It's raining here, or kind of
mm,
dreary, off and on
Yeah,
rain.
we
it's
had that
dreary
last
here
night.
too, and
Yeah.
cool, cold, chilly.
We had all that last night.
Yeah,
So,
it'll be here. I mean, it's going to gradually warm up. So, looking
mhm.
forward to that.
Okay, so we have this
Billy.
article here. Oh, well, what's Billy
Billy
doing?
says, too funny. Don't try out for American Idol. She doesn't heard us sing.
Oh, I was thinking, what? I know that was really, really
That was
bad.
bad. That was real bad.
Oh,
Sorry, Billy.
Rebel's Crafty Corner. Hey, girly. She says rain coming in tonight. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh
Hey,
no.
Sherry.
Okay, so this article here, um, says Carroll County, Indiana, the same day that Judge Benjamin Diener ordered Delphi murder suspect Richard Allen transferred into state custody for public servants' protection, Diener recused himself from the case. The Indiana Supreme Court stated that they are in the process of appointing Allen County Judge Fran Gull as a special judge in the case. Neither Judge Gull or Judge Diener can speak to the press about the merits of the case. This is Judge Benjamin Diener. And then this, dum da da dum,
Mm-hmm.
is Judge Fran Gull. We're not a fan. Just saying.
Mm-mm.
According to
Mm-mm.
the Indiana Supreme Court, a judge can recuse themselves from a case for a variety of reasons. A judge does not have to explain a reason for recusal, the Indiana Supreme Court said. I didn't realize that. Like, you would think if a judge is going to be like, yeah, nah, I'm out, they would have to give a reason why. But,
Yeah, I mean,
Well, just
uh,
like at the end of Treehouse, the judge recused himself from the case.
mm-hmm.
yeah, but he said the reason that he gave was kind of a generic reason. And it was
Mm-hmm.
basically like, I don't feel like I can't remember how he worded it, but it was basically saying that he didn't feel like he had whatever to do it again. So I don't know
Yeah.
I don't remember exactly how he worded it, but it was a very generic
Right.
excuse reason. Mm. You know, he wanted to be like, yeah, I'm not doing this again because the first time was a poop show.
That's right.
Yeah, exactly. He said, I'm not into that no more.
Yeah, I'd like to see. I mean, could you imagine getting a recorded like document through the court system that says reason for your recusal because the first time it was a poop show. I'm not doing it
Mm-hmm.
again.
Right.
This is true.
Here it says Richard Allen was recently arrested and charged with 2 counts of felony murder in connection to the murders of Abby Williams and Libby German below the Monon High Bridge along the banks of Deer Creek on February 13th, 2017. The order of recusal is below. And so I have that already up here, which is what we showed a while ago.
Right.
Right? Yeah, we did just show
Yes.
that, didn't we? Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Now, this here is the new judge that we just talked about being appointed.
Mhm.
But I want to play this little news clip video up here. It says right here, what does it say? Delphi community still hungry for answers after arrest. Court case chaos. You think
Mhm.
it's chaotic at this point? Honey,
Yeah.
Right.
hold my
Ready to
cup of
play.
coffee. Hold my cup of
Right.
coffee
Right.
and it'll show you
Wait,
chaos.
just hold on a minute. Don't put your panties in the water just yet. It ain't got funny yet.
Hmm. Okay, so let me mute myself and then we'll push play on this. No worries, Sherry. Work and lurk all you want, honey. Work and lurk.
Yes.
I'm working too, but I'm not lurking.
Yeah, you're not lurking. Okay, hold on just a second. We'll play this.
And Fox 59's Max Lewis breaks it all down. Region are now dealing with it.
The ongoing saga with the Delphi case is obviously the talk of the town here. People still hungry for information and still trying to comprehend what has happened. Delphi, a town of just about 3,000 people, has been in the spotlight much more than residents want it to be.
We're a small town. We just, this doesn't happen in small town. It doesn't happen to us.
TV crews descended on the small town at the beginning of the week as state police announced the arrest of Richard Allen. Court documents in the case have been sealed, igniting a debate and speculation.
I think they ought to keep it under wraps for a while.
Still got questions.
Right.
A lot of questions.
There's somebody else involved in it or what have you.
Since then, Richard Allen's life has been laid out for everyone to see. On Thursday, he was moved into the custody of the state for safety reasons. Even more news came when Judge Benjamin Diener recused himself from the case after expressing concerns for his own safety.
That's probably a good idea.
I think because we all know this person and it's, he's in our community, I think it does need to be sent someplace else.
Allen County Judge Fran Gohl will take over the case from here on out. Inside the local
I just wanted to stop for a second and just kind of say, you have people in the community there that are talking. There was a couple gentlemen, and then the ones like I think they should hold it under wraps for a while. And then the other guys like, we want more information, like is somebody else involved in this. And then that lady was saying, it's a small town, this kind of thing don't happen here. And I think it was kind of cool that they were just getting the what the local community was thinking, because just like us, we all have different opinions on how things should be. They're the ones that are living in the middle of it, They're the ones that are like not sure what's going on. And here, they've just been given the news that this dude, after 5 years, has been arrested for this. And everybody knows everybody. And so you've got people on both sides of the fence that are saying, yeah, I think Richard Allen's probably guilty. I mean, he does look like Bridge Guy. Then you got other people that's like, there's no way this guy did it. I know him. That's not him,
Yep.
So,
small town like that for sure.
Exactly. You got the small town, all the small town stuff. Bubbles says, I'm doing my wife duties, like folding laundry and putting it away. Your wifey duties.
Boo, boo.
Boo. I agree with that.
Yeah. We give that whole thing a thumbs down. Nah.
Yeah, nope.
It's Friday, Sherry. Put that laundry off to the side and diamond paint, honey.
That's right.
Right.
It's Friday. All right. We'll continue back. This has just got a little bit left, but I just thought that I wanted to stop and just kind of mention that because, yeah, I'm just thinking about the local people and how they're feeling about this news, So.
Well, not only that, but how it affects them. Because, I mean, they just said, like, tons of news crews and stuff, like, converted there in town. Then people, affects their day-to-day life even.
Right.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, I mean, you figure you're going to go out to check your mail in the mailbox. A lot of people that live in rural areas, they don't have, their mailboxes on the side of their house. They have to go out to the end of their driveway to get their mail, And you just can imagine walking out to your mailbox and 5 people throwing a microphone and camera in front of your face. Saying, do you know Richard Allen? Do you know Abby and Libby German? Did you know the parents? You know what I mean? Getting in on every little bit of information they can. I can understand that. But looking at it from the media standpoint, this is a major break in this case.
Mm-hmm.
And of
Right.
course, they want the news, you know?
Mm-hmm.
There's just a fine line. I think that there's nothing wrong with media and media presence as long as it's done
Respectfully.
respectfully.
hmm
And, you know, think about how you would feel if someone came at you.
Exactly.
Right. And you know how small towns are. I mean, that's just like news like that just travels fast
Oh, super fast.
when all those people are in town and it's just hyped up. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Mickey says, random. Me watching two people secretly meeting in the bank parking lot. Gotta go, but want to stay and follow. Okay, it's 1:30 in the afternoon, Mickey, on a Friday. It's payday. What makes you think two people are secretly meeting in the bank parking lot?
Right.
What? It's not like it's 2 a.m. on a Wednesday morning and people are dealing out in the middle of the bank parking lot. Do they have like sunglasses on and or what? What
So they're having a
what?
rendezvous, is that what you're saying?
I have no idea. She cracks me up. Okay, I'm gonna mute myself and we'll continue playing this.
Okay.
All right.
Local barbershop, Paul McCowan, says everyone is dealing with the collective shock as best they can.
Well, I think they're relieved that finally somebody's been caught. Now, whether he did it or not, we'll find out when the documents are released and when the court makes its decision.
While they have so few answers, Virginia and Ronald Toll say the speculation has gotten out of hand.
I think they ought to sit back and listen and see what's going to happen instead of jumping to any conclusions.
Inside Laura Green's boutique, all anyone talks about is the case, and she says no matter how much they want to move past it, she doesn't think they ever will.
I don't think we'll ever get over it, honestly. I don't.
They'll talk about this for years to come.
A lot of people told me they know the drama with this case is probably only going to get worse, but at this point, they've learned to just take things day by day. In Delphi, I'm Max Lewis, Fox 59 News.
So as Max said, the records for Richard Allen have been sealed, and we have filed a records request to see them. Now, we'll be at a hearing later this month, and that will decide if those records are unsealed.
Now, again, investigators are still asking for any information anyone can provide. The tip line is still very much open.
Okay, and I'm back. Margaret says it's a big bank heist at 1:30 p.m. Two people only. Mickey took photos.
Oh,
Oh my
Lord.
God. There was a bush in the way. Horrible photos, though. Oh, Lord, Mickey is going on a...
She's full-blown detective mode.
Yeah, she's turning into googly.
They're going to be like, who is this lady stalking us in the bushes?
God.
Why do we have somebody over in the bushes taking pictures of us?
But literally, Mickey, why are you being so suspicious at 1:30 on a Friday, on a payday? What's making you think that they're secretly meeting?
Were they off in the corner? I mean,
Well, I know, like...
Were they all over each other or what?
Margaret. Why are you taking pictures of us? We're only trading coupons.
Oh, God.
Oh, I can't. Okay. Because I'm watching y'all, she said. Oh, so she's, because of this, she's suspicious of everybody.
She starts taking random pictures everywhere she goes.
Mm-hmm.
In case she catches something.
Yeah, she's like, maybe if I take enough pictures, I'll eventually catch a crime in action, you know.
oh, Lord.
Mm-hmm. Live at 5 with Mickey Joe. Good gracious. Okay. So this here, we are looking at the newly appointed Judge Francis Gull. And like I said, we're not a fan. You'll find out soon. She's just kind of
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't
Maybe.
know.
Something funny. Something
She's
funny.
kind of, I feel like she's petty. I feel like she's a petty Betty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very petty. But all right. So the next thing that happens in the timeline is on November the 3rd, 2022. We got 5 charges dropped against Klein. Remember this
Yeah.
dirtbag?
Mm-hmm.
It says prosecutors dropped 5 charges against Keegan Klein, who is linked to the Delphi case but has never been charged or named as a suspect. So I don't know what 5 charges were dropped, but it couldn't have been
Mm-mm.
any of the major ones, I wouldn't think.
No.
No. They may have been some of the lower charges.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on, I'm looking at what I need to show next. Hold on a second, I'm looking at something here too. This was another thing that I wanted to share. This other little video here is something that I want to share. You remember how yesterday we were talking about that one part where that motion, I can't remember what the motion was, what the name of that, what that document was titled, so to speak. But they were talking about the bloodlust.
Oh, yeah.
I think it was like
The reason to transfer.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So there was this I found on HLN, which is, I think HLN is Nancy Grace's, it's headline news, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. But this was a pretty cool video because it kind of goes into more detail about the dangers and how the public officials and people feel afraid.
Right.
So let me play this. This is just a few minutes long, but yeah, let's take a look at this. I'm just gonna mute myself.
Okay.
Henny says she looks like a witch. Well, there's that.
Possibly one way to put it.
No comment.
You know, a judge in the Delphi, Indiana murder case has recused himself. Didn't give a reason, but earlier he ordered the suspect, Richard Allen, to be moved to a state prison for security reasons. Authorities had warned that Allen was in imminent danger and said that the officers keeping him in custody didn't feel safe or protected either. Remember, he's the one accused of killing teenagers Abby Williams and Libby German in 2017. Back to the judge said that the public's bloodlust for information is extremely dangerous. State police announced last week that the information about Allen's arrest was going to remain sealed for the time being. The next time that Allen goes to court's in January. Now, police and court officials in Delphi say that their families are being threatened. Their families are being threatened. HLN investigative producer Barbara McDonald has that angle.
He's investigated the most.
Okay, so everybody feels threatened.
Well, I don't understand who's doing all the threatening towards them.
Right.
Well, I think that they're trying to say that the public media, I mean, not just the public, not just the media, but the public in general is like going beyond the threshold to, find out information, talk to this person, talk to that person. And so, I don't know if people were getting like legit death threats. I have no idea.
Yeah.
But it's like
Strange.
between that document and like this video here and things, that's like people are feeling threatened from every angle. You've got the public officials, the lawyers, the judge feeling threatened. You've got family probably feeling that way. I can understand the family feeling weird about things,
Hmm.
Yeah.
but and then they're trying to say that like officials that work in the in the jail or whatever are feeling kind of weird. I think Tobe Lesenby was one that said something about feeling like threatened potentially, maybe. I can't remember if he was one or not, but yeah, it's just like, and as far as feeling threatened from like Richard Allen,
I don't see that.
I don't see that either. I don't see that either. But
I don't know. It's just strange to
yeah,
me.
I agree 100%. I don't know if it's maybe just some sort of a tactic or a ploy to,
Mm.
you know,
Pawn them off to somebody else.
well, or to get things shut down,
True.
Yeah.
like to just shut stuff down, But
Hmm.
okay, I'm going to skip through this little part. There's like a 20-second some commercial here that has nothing to do with what we're looking at, but anyway. Mom, mommy,
Mom,
mommy.
mom.
Mommy, mother.
Hold on, Jolie. I'll get it for you. I know what she wants.
Is she wanting her Play-Doh?
She does. It's in here. Okay, I'll be right. I'm going to mute myself and hit the play button.
Okay.
All righty.
Real life nightmare with Paul Holes. Special 2-hour season.
Officials in Delphi, Indiana are revealing more about how police department sketches helped them catch the suspect, Richard Allen. Remember, he's accused of killing Abby Williams and Libby German in 2017.
I've always said that the two sketches are simply sketches. They're not photographs. It's a piece of an investigative puzzle. And when we're all done with this, we're going to be able to meld the two of them together. And we're going to find an individual. That's what happened.
No bond has been set for Allen. He has been transferred from the county jail to a Department of Corrections facility, and authorities say that is for his safety. But there's more. Authorities also say the public's appetite for information from the case is also dangerous. Investigative producer Barbara McDonald. So one of the authorities used the word bloodlust.
That's right. That was the judge in the case. Both the judge and the sheriff are citing the high-profile nature of this case, creating safety and security concerns, not only for Richard Allen, but for everyone involved in the case. And the extensive media coverage is feeding that. Now, so yesterday, the sheriff asked the judge to take Richard Allen from county custody and put him into state custody for his safekeeping. The judge agreed with that. And in the judge's order, he wrote, "The public's bloodlust for information before it even exists is extremely dangerous." Now, the emphasis here is how the judge wrote this out, all caps. All public servants administering this action do not feel safe and are not protected. And as you mentioned, Robin, Richard Allen was removed yesterday from county custody. He is now in the custody of the Indiana Department of Corrections, where I imagine he'll stay for the duration of his trial.
Any behind the scenes talk about what led the judge to say that?
Well, the judge did reveal some more in that order. Later in the day, he did recuse himself from the case, so he is no longer the judge in the case. But while he was the judge, this is what he wrote, talking about just the intense interest that his office is receiving. "It is known that YouTube already hosts content regarding family members of this judicial officer," meaning the judge himself, "including photos. That had to have been a scary moment for him to find out that his family was already being made into content on YouTube. Now, the Indiana Supreme Court got involved immediately when he recused himself. They have already appointed a new judge. That is Fran Gull. She is from Fort Wayne, and we do not know if the appointment of a new judge has any impact on the calendar in this case. There was a hearing set for later this month and another hearing, well, actually the trial in March. So we don't know if that's still on.
And we don't know the reasons that this is happening, but it does make me wonder about, would it not feel this way if there wasn't a seal on the information?
But
that is their right to do that for protection for the facts before the case is done.
There is tremendous interest, and it definitely seems that the county wasn't quite ready for the amount of interest that this development with an arrest has brought them. And it is a small community. Delphi has fewer than 3,000 people. The entire county has only about 20,000. So we're talking about a very small area. They've never had to experience anything like this before.
And let us be clear that people trying to do their job in a case, you wanting information does not legally equate to the right to threaten somebody who's trying to do their job.
Exactly. And the prosecutor has said, we will get all of this information in due time as the court process plays out. He's asking for people to be patient.
Okay. One more question. And that is, okay, so Richard Allen, did they go into the threats that he's receiving, or they just felt that he's unsafe in incarceration?
Yeah, they didn't specify any specific threats against him, just talked about because of all of this interest, he is unsafe, as well as all of the other people working the case are unsafe.
Yeah. And the double-edged sword is that because of the interest, remember, they thanked the media for keeping this on the front burner so that they could get information from the public in the case. So it's a double-edged sword. And now they're saying the information is led to a bloodlust.
Yes. And they still want that information from the public. Any tips about Richard Allen or anyone else, they still want people to call with that information.
Okay. Barbara McDonald, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Barbara.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like that was Judge Diener's excuse to recuse himself because he feels threatened.
Yeah.
Yeah. And his family. So.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he didn't say so, but it's apparent, you know, that's probably the case. So they did move the trial from Carroll County to Allen County. I don't know how far away the difference is in that, but or no, wait. I think they're keeping the trial in Carroll County, but they're pulling people in from Allen County as the jury pool.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. So, but dude, just crazy about the whole bloodlust thing. I'm like, no, I don't know if I would call that bloodlust, but whatever.
Yeah.
I think what it amounts to is it's just such a small town, like you said, JB, earlier, and I think that they were just inundated, and they're not used to that. And of course, they're not used to that. Why would they be, right?
Right.
So
totally out of the norm.
Yeah, completely out of the norm. Listen, you guys, while we've got 14 sets of eyeballs in here, I wanted to wait until the room loaded a little bit, and I'll, discuss this again towards the end if other people come in. But for those of you that are praying people, myself and I know JB and Morgana as well, want to request your prayers for our very own Steph. She's not having a good time. So she did give me permission You guys know that in the last couple weeks she's been really struggling with pain with her jaw and stuff. At first she thought it was TMJ because she does have TMJ, but then it turned into an infection in her salivary glands. She's been on steroids and antibiotics. Well, then she ended up in the emergency room again today, and they've done scans and tests, but they want to transfer her to a different hospital, which that's kind of up in the air at the moment. I think that they're going to send her home with stronger antibiotics and steroids, but she's going to be going for some testing for more serious issues. And I'm just going to leave it at that because I don't
Yeah.
want to breathe
Right.
words into existence that shouldn't be.
Mhm.
So if you guys can keep prayers out for our
Definitely.
Steph,
Yeah.
especially for this weekend, pray for comfort, pray for less for the pain to go, pray for complete healing.
Right.
Mhm.
That's what I
Exactly.
pray for. And she's supposed to go, I think, Monday for a biopsy. And
Right.
Yeah.
but
She also said if you have her contact information and you message her every once in a while, whatever, if you send pet pictures, she
specific.
likes specifically pet pictures. She loves looking at pet pictures. They help her feel better. So if you do contact with her or have a way of contacting with her, send her some pictures of your little fur babies, no matter what they are. So
Yeah.
that's one thing she asked for.
Yeah. And she did also ask that to give her grace if she doesn't reply back to messages. It's not intentional. She's just, you know how it is when you don't feel good and stuff. So,
Mhm.
Yeah.
Going through it, right?
yeah.
We
Send
love
her,
you, Steph. I know you'll listen sometime.
Yeah.
yeah.
She said
Even if you
she
catch in
couldn't
the
catch a lie.
replay,
Yep.
Yeah.
but just keep your thoughts and your prayers out for her. And yeah, I just hate
Mhm.
it. I hate it. I hate it.
Yeah.
So I know all of our brains are just kind of like, I'm just kind of like knocked back for a minute today. And
Mhm.
Right.
so
A little off balance.
off kilter. Yes.
Yeah, we're definitely kind of thrown off this morning. So
Definitely thrown off. So, hey, pit bulls. It's good to see you. Popping for a few, popping in or popping out. But it's good to see you here.
Good to see you.
So let's continue on for a little bit and then we'll reconvene and chat more. Maybe Steph will pop into the chat if she feels like it in a little while. If not, then hopefully she's resting. So,
Right.
all right. So we were talking about Keegan Klein and his charges earlier. It said 5 charges were dropped. So I'm not going to go much into that. I want to get back into Richard Allen here. So here we have a letter that Richard Allen handwrote. This was on November the 9th, 2022, and it says Allen requests attorneys. Richard Allen, who had previously planned to hire private counsel, requests court appointed attorneys. In a handwritten letter, Allen says he can't afford a private attorney and said his arrest had caused financial hardship for him and his wife. So I'm going to open this. Let me share this and we'll take a look here together at his handwritten letter. Let me make it bigger though so you guys can see it. Let me make it bigger.
Yes.
Is that good?
Yes. I can
Yeah,
see
it's
it.
pretty good.
All right. It says to Carroll Circuit Court and those affiliated, maybe. I can't make it out because the
stamp.
file stamp is over it.
Yeah, I don't know.
And then RE case number, and then he gives his own case number there. And it says, in the cause listed above, I, Richard M. Allen, hereby throw myself at the mercy of the court. I am begging to be provided with legal assistance in a public defender or whatever help is available. At my initial hearing on October 22, 2022, I asked to find representation for myself, or no, that's October 28th, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
October 28th, 2022. I asked to find representation for myself. However, at the time, I had no clue how expensive it would be just to talk to someone. I also did not realize that my wife and I's immediate financial situation was going to be. Oh, I didn't realize what it was going to be. We
Yeah.
have both been forced to immediately abandon employment, myself due to incarceration and my wife for her personal safety. She has had to abandon our house for her own safety. What little reserve there is will fail to even maintain the original residence. Again, I throw myself at the mercy of the court. Please provide me whatever assistance you may. Thank you for your time in this most urgent matter. Sincerely, Richard M. Allen. And then he signed it and printed it.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that. I think his full intent was, you know what? I don't want a public defender, because he's probably thinking, public defenders are not very good, and I want somebody that's going to
Right.
get me out of this,
Mhm.
And then he comes to find out real quick, fast and in a hurry, that
That's a lot of money.
that's a lot of money. And Pitbull says, here's one. Skinner died. He's the one RA reported to Dan Doolin, isn't witness, because the deceased conservation officer was the one who took report. Take all the time you need to think about it. I'm really confused.
So is he the conservation officer? Is Skinner the conservation officer?
I thought
Or
Dan
Dan
Doolin.
Doolin? Okay. Skinner.
Here's one. Skinner died. He's the one Richard reported to Dan Doolin. Isn't witness because the deceased conservation officer was the one who took the report. Maybe I'm confused on that one, Pitbulls.
Skinner took the report.
Took the report. Okay. We're sitting here on the edge of our seat waiting.
Doolin just followed up.
Doolin followed up.
Okay.
But which one is
Skinner
deceased?
died.
Oh, okay.
Skinner died first. RA was reporting to him. Dolan followed up on the reports.
What do you mean take all the time you need to think about it? Are you saying that there's hidden messages in that, Pitbulls? Because I'm not following.
That there's something in the reports that Skinner took and Dolan didn't follow up with. But even though he was following up with the reports, they're maintained to be the one that followed up with the reports.
And is Skinner, because they don't, he would have been the actual witness, right?
Right.
Him reporting to him.
Very interesting.
Oh, they don't have the actual person who made the report. Yes.
Because he died. Because he's deceased now.
Huh?
As the witness. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Gotcha. Mm.
Noted.
Okay. So, hold on a minute. I got a peppermint in my mouth and I'm getting choky. Hang on.
We don't need you in the hospital too.
No chokey on there.
Yeah, I know.
What?
I know.
It's not only Mickey Joe who can't have cough drops. Jenny can't have peppermints now.
All right. I was trying to eat the peppermint to keep myself from getting a tickly throat, and then it made it worse. So,
oh Lord,
that happened.
Yeah, I know. Hold on. I'm looking. Let me X out of this. This order of judgment of the court. When do I? We're not ready for that one yet, right? Or
I don't think so. Hold on, let me check this and double check it.
Yeah, I've got like documents left, right, center, and I'm like, wait a minute, which way do I go? Which way do I
see,
go?
that's why I was trying to send you the stuff in kind of an order. A little bit of a timeline order. So which one are you?
I realized that. I realized that's what you had done, but I'm still like, I don't know, the timeline here on this website that I'm looking at. It gives me the dates, and so I try to like match things up with it so I know what to show
Right.
when. But I just got myself confused today, especially because, like I said, everything that's been going on this morning and today, I'm just kind of like, blah.
Yeah, we all got thrown off this morning, so.
Definitely.
Margaret said, when I was sick last week, I'm sure I ate half a bag of cough drops. If I never see one again, it'll suit me fine. What kind of cough drops do you like, Margaret? Pitbull said, but they made us all believe Doolin was the key for the PCA info they used. Ooh. Huh. That's very interesting.
That is extremely interesting. My notepad. Ooh, throwing stuff.
Googly's like, let me take notes. Let me take notes.
I need some notes here.
Okay. We're back to Keegan Klein again, you guys. I mean, here he just will not go away. He will not go away. No, it says Klein's trial is pushed back. November the 9th, 2022. Keegan Klein's trial, originally scheduled for January, is pushed back until May 2023 as his defense team engages in negotiations. So this isn't the last we'll see. We'll see from him again in just a couple seconds. But
oh boy.
November the 14th, attorneys appointed for Allen, attorneys Andrew Joseph Baldwin and Bradley A. Rossi, are added to Allen's defense team. So after he requested, the court appointed defense, then he got them. So we're going to meet Baldwin and Rosie here in just a minute. On November the 14th, Judge Fran Gulls says a hearing will be held on November 22nd to determine if court records should remain sealed in connection with the Delphi case, as requested by prosecutor Nick McClelland. On November 18th, Judge wants Allen in court. She says, with the November 22nd hearing looming, Judge Gull issues an order for Richard Allen to appear in court as she weighs the release of the probable cause affidavit. Now, I do have a question, Googly. Do we know, was this hearing televised?
No.
It wasn't?
Nope. There was an order put in way early about no cameras, no laptops, no nothing like that in the court.
Okay. I couldn't
Reporters could
remember.
be in the court, but they would have to take manual notes. You couldn't even take notes on a laptop.
Okay. I
No
couldn't
recording.
remember that
When that happened,
when that I saw the documents, but I just didn't like recall or place in my timeline memory when that appeared. So
okay,
I
well,
remember seeing the pictures of him going to the hearing,
yeah.
but I didn't think that it was
Mhm.
But I guess
streamed because
that's pretty common for Indiana too, isn't it?
Mhm.
To not allow cameras in the courtroom.
Yep.
okay.
There's some
Margaret says,
marshmallow
when I
in
was sick last week. Oh, I read that one. I like the Hall's menthol. They help, but I'm burned out on them.
Yeah.
Oh, I always used to get those Ludens, cherry Ludens.
Mm-hmm.
They're not actually cough drops. They're more like a
candy.
yeah.
I have a media interview in their banner motion for leave to intervene, as in they wanted to intervene the motion to deny access for media.
Luden's hard candy, right? But when you're a kid, they always were the little like rectangular boxes, I don't even know. Do they still even have that?
Yes, they do.
I would imagine.
I haven't seen those in forever. On November the 21st, Allen's attorneys seek bail. Okay, I know we've got the bail thing. I can share that. It says defense attorneys for Richard Allen, who's being held without bail, to be released of his own recognizance or granted reasonable bail as he awaits trial. Yeah, there's the picture of him. Hold on, and I'll open it up bigger. Oh, wow, that's massive, that photo.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, let me share this. Yeah, there he is right here.
But you can obviously see that fella, he's a short fella right there.
Yeah, I mean, unless those dudes are just all big guys, he's a short guy,
Yeah.
So I'm trying to judge it by what's around him, but this isn't.
If they've said what his
height was.
That dude right there looks like he's plumb barefoot with that one foot. Look at that.
Those boots.
Some boots.
Oh, funny. But yeah, here he is, and you can tell he's got some meat on his bones, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Plus, he's got a vest on too, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, you can tell. Look at his face. Like you can tell he's like
the plumpy fella.
Yeah, compared to now, definitely.
Yeah, compared to now, for sure.
Yeah.
Um.
Completely agree with that one.
Yeah. I was gonna grab. Let me see. Hold on, let me pull up. Okay. I'm just looking. I'm trying. My head's in a brain fart right now.
You're fine, Jenny.
Yeah, you're okay. Whatever. If we miss something today, we can always bring it back Monday as a recap because of the weekend.
Yeah.
It's a
Exactly.
thought. It's an idea. Don't feel rushed or under pressure or nothing.
Yeah. My brain keeps going back to Steph.
Same way.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to share this. Where did it go? So I have this order of judgment of the court. Hearing conducted on November the 22nd. This here was filed on the 28th, though. This is her. So they haven't had the hearing yet.
Mm-mm.
Alan appears for the hearing. So he makes his first public appearance as he's walked into court for a public access hearing.
Mm-hmm.
Prosecutors argue that records should remain sealed while Alan's defense team wants the probable cause released. Judge Frangel makes no immediate decision, although she schedules a bail hearing for February 2023.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on just a second.
I had those, the petitions for the media. I have those. And it's probably what he was going to. I don't know if you want to pull those up or not. It's a lot of legal jargon. There's one of them that's 4 pages. And then see how long. Another one's 8 pages.
Okay.
So I don't know if you want them, but I do have them. And those are probably the ones that he was going to right there.
Yeah. If it's just a bunch of legal mumbo jumbo.
A lot of it is, it's like, we the public have the right to be there. We're not asking for sound bites. We're asking to, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I think we can skip through that. I want to work my way over to, hold on and I'll tell you.
Mm-hmm.
This one document. Hold on here. It says on November this says more than one person involved here. This is where they start, and this is dated the same, November 22nd. A key part of the state's request to keep records sealed is their contention that more than one person may have been involved in the murders. Defense attorneys say they've seen the affidavit, which gives no such indication. Prosecutors also want to protect their witnesses and submit a redacted version of the affidavit to the court. So the one that I've got that I told you about earlier is not redacted. And I don't know if we can find a redacted version of that.
What is it now?
Then I'll redact it myself. Remember what I told you about was on page, in that link I sent you?
Oh, yeah.
300 pages. I think it's a page is 110. Or it was around there somewhere.
That's an affidavit, a search warrant.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And their names are mentioned. The witnesses' names are mentioned like several times in that affidavit.
Hold on just a minute. Skimming through real fast. There's a big list.
It is. And then there's also the search warrant with all of the property that was seized.
Yeah.
And that's a big list too. But oh, thank you, Henny. That's super sweet. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. Don't forget to leave your fingerprint on the thumbs up button. Sherry says, now I'm in my Zen zone and working on my huge whip. There you go. I'm glad that you finally decided to put the laundry away and start doing your diamond painting. I think that's what I'm going to do today, too. So yeah, there's the again, it's talking about the key part of the state's request to keep records sealed is their contention that more than one person may have been involved in the murders. Again, I'm reading this again. Defense attorneys say that they've seen the affidavit, which gives no such indication. But then here it says prosecutors also want to protect their witnesses and submit a redacted version of the affidavit to the court. So if we, I want to share that affidavit because it's pretty telling. I mean, it's got a lot of information and details in it, but the witnesses' names on the copy that I have are not redacted. And
we don't want to put that out there.
yeah, I mean, it's out there in the public already, but I don't want to put it out there, you know, just for their sake. But I ran out of time looking for, because I pushed the time back and then pushed it back. I planned to go between 10 and 11, and then I ended up not. I was like, okay, we'll do one, and I still ran out of time. So
yeah,
it's
a little busy.
Yeah, a little bit. Plus, I slept in. I did sleep in.
Well, got to sometimes.
Yeah, right. I know. These here, if this is the first time catching, if you're new to Delphi, especially for those of you that are watching this on a replay, these are his attorneys, Andrew Baldwin and Bradley Rosie. Okay, Rosie. I say it both ways. I think it just depends on what kind of mood I'm in. But anyway, these two guys are his court-appointed attorneys. And they're saying that they've got the wrong guy, right? They're like, this isn't your guy. Allen's attorneys contend investigators have arrested the wrong person and insist their client isn't involved and is confused by the case against him. Yeah, he's like, what? I don't understand what's going on. Now, whether he's feigning his confusion or he really is confused, I don't know. I mean, I guess if I were guilty, I would act like I was confused too. But I mean, that's a good sort of way to try to get out of it, maybe, sort of, maybe, probably. November 23rd, the prosecutor, this is prosecutor Nick McClelland, he says it's a very solid case. Pushing back against the defense's contention that the case against Allen is weak, the Carroll County Prosecutor's Office issues a statement contending it has a very solid case against the suspect. So they're like, nah, he ain't confused.
Well, I question that a little bit because if it was so solid, why are they keeping the tip line open and, all that? That's a little confusing.
I agree.
Huh.
I agree. Things that make you go, So the next thing we're talking about is the gag order request on November the 23rd. Here it says, with speculation about the case reaching fever pitch, prosecutors ask the court for a broad gag order to prevent anyone, including investigators and even family members, from talking about the case in the public. And then there's a change of venue request, citing extensive media coverage and high local interest in the case that could prejudice potential jurors in Carroll County. Attorneys for Allen request a change of venue that would move the trial at least, oh goodness, 150 miles away to find a more suitable jury pool. I didn't know it was that far away. Holy cow. I mean, I literally thought it was like a couple of towns over.
The big time wanted to move it.
Huh?
They big time wanted to move it.
I guess so. Daggone. We have the gag order request.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. Here, I think this is it. Yeah, this is it. Let me make it bigger, and then I'll share it with y'all.
We're gonna have to work on that search warrant thing because
it's unless we can find a redacted one, because like I said, their names are all over that.
Yeah.
So, this here is the order or judgment of the court. Says the court orders the state's motion for order prohibiting the parties, counsel, law enforcement officials, court personnel, coroner even, and family members from disseminating information or releasing any extrajudicial statements by means of public communication, and the defendant's verified motion for change of venue from the county set for hearing January 13th, 2023 at 10 a.m. in the Carroll Circuit Court to notify. Dated December the 1st, Frances C. Gull. Yeah, her middle initial is C.
Mm-hmm. So it sounds like Seagull.
Seagull. Yeah. She's a bird. But yeah, this is that.
Yeah, most gag orders, they're real simple. They're straight to the point. They're listing out who can't talk about it, and that's that.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't get long drawn out gag orders. Now your petitions for gag orders, they can last pages. They can be pages and pages.
Well, because they give all of the, sometimes they give detail, but a lot of times they say a lot of the same things over and over and over. Let me see. You said this was the denial of state's verified request to prohibit what? It cut it off.
Hold on.
This was before the other one. I'm sorry, I opened them up in backwards order.
Prohibit public access. This is another way of saying about a part with the gag order. I believe it is. It's a part with it. It's prohibiting the public access to the court records, things along that line. I think it's part of the sealed records.
Okay.
Because this hearing is on November 22nd, 2020.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and then this was dated. Let me see this one here. Now this, hold on, let me see if I can share this one. The verified request for access to court records excluded from public access. This has the murder sheet people in it.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was the last thing you sent.
Oh. Hold on.
Respectfully request access to court records.
Oh, that's way ahead. That was filed on 6/8/2023. So sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay.
That was sent way ahead. Don't. It's
Okay.
not. We're not there yet.
Okay. I didn't
yet.
know for sure because that one link that we have, they
Mm-hmm.
got all their records are like way out of order.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
super duper out of order. But
Yeah. I'm gonna try to reorganize things.
Well, and I don't know if it might be easier on that to like be able to like use the search feature and type in dates.
Mm-hmm.
Or I don't know how to do that, but we'll figure that out. Maybe that's something we can work on over the weekend.
Yes.
If you're free.
Yeah.
So it talks about the gag order request, and then we're getting close to where we're going to end for today. And then we talked about the change of venue request.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is where we get to the unsealing. Okay, so on November the 29th, the judge unseals the affidavit. And like I said, because we have the affidavit, but because it needs to be redacted,
We can't show it right now.
I don't want to show it right now. So we'll plan on resuming with the affidavit and some of the other court documents on Monday. So yeah, and then we get into the key evidence being revealed, that kind of stuff. So we are
Like
going to end.
search.
We're going to end on a, what do you want to call it? What do they call that when you like
Cliffhanger.
have to wait a whole? Yes, a cliffhanger. We're going to leave on a cliffhanger. And again, I want you guys to, accept my apologies for being super brain farty today. Today was just, I knew going into today that it was going to be like this just because my brain, and I know the girls too, JB and Morgana, and QB's not here. QB's getting
Physical therapy torture.
Physical therapy, so she's getting mistreated by her physical therapist at the moment, and of course Steph is at the hospital. So and my brain's just with her right now. So
yeah.
It's not where it should be. I sent JB a message earlier and I was like, "Oh girl, help me. My brain is totally fried right now."
And I was in the middle of trying to run and get my Sam's Club run real quick. I only need to get a handful of things, and yeah. So I don't live very far from a Sam's Club, but still yet, I was like trying to mad dash out there, get back, and yeah.
Yeah.
Still
Thank you, Henny. I appreciate that. I appreciate
it. Thanks, Henny.
Yeah, thank you.
And thank you, Morgana and JB, for hanging in like a hair in a biscuit today, because yeah.
We're here.
We're here.
Sort of
We're
a rough
here.
day. But we're an hour and 24 minutes in, and I think we're going to call it for today. But we're going to have our stuff ready to go on Monday and get into some of these court documents. And the ones that are going to be, they've been unsealed, but because of the timeline, yeah, that's what we're
Right.
going to do.
Yeah.
So we'll be getting into all that with you guys on Monday. And I would say that next week is going to be that's when the bumpy ride is going to start. So
Mm-hmm.
Hold on to your seats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We start
Hold on
going
to
all
your-
kinds of different places.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
We'll probably be getting into the whole cult thing this coming week
Theory.
with the cult theory. Yes.
Yes.
Allegedly.
The speculation.
But we're going to have there's going to be a lot of documents and a lot of reading. So,
Yep.
and a lot of discussion. But anyway. Well, you guys, thanks for joining me, Morgana and JB. I'm sure I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. And
Yeah.
Henny, thanks for always being here. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And everybody else in the chat. I hope you guys have
Margaret,
a great
everybody.
weekend.
Have a great weekend, everybody.
Yeah, have a good one.
All right, I'm going to hop off here.
Me
Bye.
too. Bye, everybody.
Bubbles Crafty Corner says next week's going to be a doozer. My gut is telling me. Absolutely, it is going to be. It is going to be. So, but I'm going to get out of here and I'm going to go check on Steph. And like JB said, if you talk to Steph in, the DMs or whatever, just shoot her a message and send her some cute fur baby pics or some cute, funny fur baby memes or whatever you can find to just brighten her day a little bit. So, and just continue your prayers for her. So, but I'm going to get out of here and I'm going to go chillax and, I think I'm going to go diamond paint a little bit. So I'll see you guys on Monday and until then, bye.